Hey there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So in today's video we are heading back out to Canterbury, and for me it is going to be a bit of a part two, because I was actually up here last week, and I think I mentioned it on one of my videos last week, and yeah, it was a complete bust. Everything was so highly priced, and yeah, I just ended up done all the charity shops in the town and walked away with absolutely nothing. So fingers crossed I'm able to find something today, but if not, then you will never see this video. So yeah, let's get into town, get parked up, and then we'll see what we can find. So we are going to start off today at the first shop that we normally start off at in Canterbury, and that will be Age UK. So as I come in, I immediately have a quick look at the men's shoes that are there, and then flick through the rack with the jeans. I will say today I will be darting to-ing and throwing around the shop. Yeah, I was a bit all over the place when I was looking. And I don't know if you can see if you saw the tag on those jeans, but they were Amazon Essentials. I did not realise that Amazon had their own Essentials sort of clothing line. It was the first time I've ever seen anything like that. Didn't even realise that Amazon did their own clothing. So that was quite interesting. I didn't bother looking them up because they're probably dirt cheap to start off with. And just having a quick flick through the men's tops, and I'm looking through, seeing if there was anything of interest. I was also looking at the pricing as I was going through. At this point in time, I'm very much sort of mindful of the fact that last week I was up here and got absolutely nothing. But I'm just having a quick flick through. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head to the back and have a look at the DVDs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the bit where I'm actually having a look through the DVDs and just skip to me looking at some of these VHSs. And I see Sleeping Beauty. Now, it is one of the older versions. I think it's 80s. Not Black Diamond. But when I open it up, you see there on the actual tape reels themselves, there's all mould on the actual tape itself. I've got a stack of VHSs next to me that have that. They're from one of the free collections that I did on Facebook. And yeah, I think at the moment I don't know what to do. I may even run them through a VHS, but don't really want to run them through a VHS that I'm going to be able to sell. But as I look through, I've got this other box here. It's got the 10p each on the box, and I notice all of these VHSs. Now they're all based around rappers, so I end up picking them up. They're, at the end of the day, the way I look at it is they're 30p. It'd be very unlikely I wouldn't make money on them, but I don't actually look them up until I get home. That's one of the things that I like/don't like in Canterbury, is the fact that the mobile signal here is absolutely atrocious. So I can't look things up, so I have to go on instinct. So it is good from that perspective. And then just having a quick flick through the CDs, having a look more for any Now CDs. And as I get to the last box, I do see one. It's now 56. But it doesn't feel right. And when I open it up, find out there's only one disc in there. So I end up leaving that, which is a shame. I've really struggled to pick up Now CDs. Now, before Christmas and at the beginning part of the year, I was seeing them in spades. Literally everywhere I looked, I would find a Now CD. But yeah, recently, the only places that I've been finding them, they've been charging sort of £1 or more. So yeah, I'm not going to be picking them up for that. Which is a shame, because I do want to try and get a couple of sets together. And I actually saw this phone last week when I was in here. They've got it priced up at £5. Now, I think once all's said and done, there'd be very little profit in it after testing and everything like that. But what I will say with this, so this is a Philips fax machine, and the guy behind the till actually told me it was there. They've got it priced up at £3.50, and I'm like, I don't even know whether fax machines have a resale value now, but I was completely wrong on that. So luckily I was able to get enough mobile signal to look that up, and when I looked it up, the prices that I was seeing were absolutely brilliant, but I'll leave that until the end of the video. And then I actually looked through these last week, and I looked at this case, this briefcase in particular, but decided to leave it at the time. And yeah, I think by the time I'd got to this point, I was very much like, let's just take a chance and have a go. It's £3.50. What's the worst that can happen? And I need to do that a bit more often. So I've been through a couple of other charity shops on the way to here. We're now going into Demelza, and there was nothing really in there, just the normal overpriced DVDs. But I see this when I walk into Demelza. This is a Tiger handheld game from 1990. I've seen these quite a few times on some of the American video game channels that I watch. One that springs to mind is Retro Rick. He seems to pick these up left, right and centre when he sees them at the flea markets. It's priced up at £10, so I'm a bit nervous about picking it up for that. But I don't get to look it up. My phone doesn't work up here. So yeah, I don't end up looking it up, but I do end up picking it up. And then we are heading into the British Red Cross. Now, this is another shop that I've gone into quite a bit. So this will be my third trip to Canterbury. So this will be my third trip into here. Every time I come in here, I just find that everything is quite highly priced. But I will say today, I do see a couple of things that could be potentials. So I'm looking at this Enid Blyton box set, and it's priced up, I think it's priced up at £3.50 if I remember rightly, and that's not too bad. But there's still no profit in it for me. And then looking at these, I see these Timberland boots, and I get really excited initially, but then as I have a closer look at them, the Timberland logo doesn't look right, and then looking on the bottom, there's no Timberland branding at all. There's no Timberland branding inside the shoe, and yeah, it's quite clear that they're counterfeit. So that was a shame. I really thought I was going to get my first pair of Timberland boots there, but alas, it's not to be. And then they've got a couple of baseball caps. And I see this one. It's in really good condition. It looks like it's hardly ever been worn, if it's been worn at all. And it's priced up at £1.50. So I think on average I'm normally able to get about a tenner at least for hats. So I end up picking it up. And then just as I'm about to head into the British Heart Foundation, I have a sneaky little look in CEX. See if there's anything that I wanted to pick up for my gaming collection. I do love game hunting in CEX. And then just having a quick look in the window. They have changed the window about from last week. I think, as I said on one of my other videos, they were really overpriced in here last week. And I think by the point I'd got to here as well, I was extremely demoralised because I'd literally found nothing. And yeah, I was looking in the window and they had Now CDs for £4.95 each, which was astronomical. And I'm not even on about like anything special. They were like now, I think there was probably a now 36 and a now 50 something. But yeah, just really overpriced. I will say the Levi's are still priced up at £15 in and around Canterbury. I think I saw one pair that was priced up at £8, but I ended up leaving that. But what I'm not going to end up leaving is this Friends box set. And I'll go into a bit more detail the difference between the Friends box sets in the pickups part of the video. But once again, this British Heart Foundation is another shop that I was able to use my phone in, which was quite lucky for what we're going to find in a minute. But I am able to scan the Friends box set and just double check, because there's 3 different variants, and I was always under the impression that it was one that didn't sell for too much, but I think that has changed a bit recently. Because yeah, all of the 3 main versions of the complete Friends box set are all worth a good amount to pick up. Obviously, we are paying up a bit for this version, this box set. Being the British Red Cross, they're charging not British Red Cross, sorry, British Heart Foundation. They're charging £10 for this. But it is slightly more than what I would normally... it's worth slightly more than what I would normally get for a Friends box set. So it kind of offsets the extra money. And I've got a Blu-ray there. I've got Tomb Raider on Blu-ray. That is for me. I do like to collect Blu-rays of gaming films. And yes, so as I'm going through this basket, I noticed this. And I noticed the flag pattern. And when I first saw it, I actually thought it was the US flag. Didn't see the crescent moon in the flag at first. And got really excited because there's one that's just like this with the US flag all over it. And they are worth an absolute ton. And I think I've just noticed something that I've missed. So just at the bottom of the basket there, you'll see the blue and white plush. I think that is a Beanie Baby as well, but I didn't end up looking it up. I saw it, but didn't end up looking at it. Didn't think it was actually a Beanie Baby. But doing my research for the video, I think that might have been a Beanie Baby, and I've missed it and not looked it up. But what I do is I'm going to go through the whole basket. And I'm going to pick out all of the Beanie Babies I can find. There are some quite unique ones in here. I think I end up pulling out about 12 Beanie Babies. Now, they're all priced up. I think most of that 12, so 10 of those would be priced up at $2.99, and then the other 2 were priced up at $1.99. So. But yeah, I will say I end up going through and I just spend probably about 10-15 minutes going through each of them and having a look. Reason for that is I know nothing about Beanie Babies. Absolutely nothing. I know that there are some that are worth picking up, some that aren't. So yeah, I will say once we cut the video in a second, I am going to just stand for about 10-15 minutes going through, scanning them all, looking at what ones are worth picking up, what ones are not, and yeah, end up leaving it. But yeah, I wouldn't even mind I even move it. Oh well. Right, so with that, what we're going to do is going to wrap up here at the charity shops. I'm going to start scanning, and we'll head home and we'll have a look at everything we've managed to pick up. Well, what a difference a week makes. So, we are now home, and as you can see, we've got an absolute truckload of things to go through. Yeah, I was just amazed by how different things were while we were up there. Obviously, I will admit, I paid up for some bits, but yeah, overall, I'm really happy with everything we picked up. So let's dive straight in and have a look at what we've managed to get. The first thing that we're going to look at is the Matrix DVD. That is going to be the only collection DVD from this week, and we picked that up for 50p. So yeah, just the one DVD, well, one collection DVD this week. Then I'm going to move straight across to some VHSs. So the first shop we went into was Age UK, and I have no idea why the camera is moving because I've got it locked. Yeah, so we were in Age UK, and I was going through the DVD section, and they had some VHSs there. So I saw these there and looked at them, and they're all like they're all rap artists. So you've got Tupac, you've got Dre, you've got I think Snoop's in one of them, and yeah, I thought they'd be quite interesting. They were priced up at 10p each, so we've got 30p in total for all three of the VHSs. The first one there on the left-hand side is Welcome to Death Row. I think this is the one that's got Snoop Dogg, Dre, and Tupac in. Looking online, it sells for about £12, so that would be an £8 and 23p profit. Next up, we've got Gridlocked. This one sells for about £6, and that would net us a £3 profit. And then the last one is Thug Immortal. This is a Tupac focused story, and that one sells for about £7, which would be a £3 and 87p profit. So not massive amounts of profit. I was hoping that at least one of them would go for like £20-25. It would be a rare VHS that would just sell for loads. But to be quite honest, it's not too bad. I'm not going to struggle to make a profit on any of these. And yeah, once again, VHS is very much like DVDs. They're super quick to list. So yeah, I'll always pick them up if they're worthwhile. Then we move on to something a bit different, and we've got a briefcase. Now, I will be honest, I actually saw this in Age UK when I went in last week, and I was umming and ahhing about buying it at the time. Wasn't too sure and ended up leaving it. And when I went back in this week, it was still there. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just give it a go. It's not something I've ever picked up before, but I have seen some of the other eBay resellers or the YouTube resellers pick up stuff like this, and they've done quite well out of it. So I thought for £3.50, which is all we paid for it, it was worth a go. And what I will say is with Canterbury's an excellent place for me to go to because I can't use my phone there. For some reason, the network signal there is absolutely atrocious. So I think I managed to use my phone once or twice across the whole time. I think that was only in two particular shops. Elsewhere, I just literally had to go on gut instinct. And this was one of the ones that I didn't actually look up. I thought for £3.50 I'll just have a go. When I got home, did look it up, and they asked cases like this are selling for around £35. The briefcase is actually made by by a company called Topper, and it is a hard plastic briefcase as well. So yeah, similar ones are selling for about £35. So if I can get that, I'll be looking at about £22 and 82p profit. So not too bad at all. And then the final thing that we picked up from Age UK, and something that I've never really thought about, and it was a fax machine. Now, I will say the guy that was working on the till in Age UK was really chatty. He was a really nice guy. And he actually pointed it out to me. He said, "Oh, by the way, I've got a fax machine down here for £3.50." So I was like, okay, I've never really thought about fax machines. Let's look it up. And luckily I was able to look this one up because I would have probably have left it if I couldn't have looked it up. But say that though, I was in a very, not reckless mood, but gung-ho mood when I went to Canterbury. So I was very open to trying new things. But yeah, I did manage to look it up, and I was seeing sold comps of between £45 and £70. So I've put this on the lower end. I've put a sale price of £50 on this. I haven't tested it yet. I am going to try and get it set up later today and get it tested. But if we do manage to sell it for £50, we would actually end up with a £32 and 75p profit. So really chuffed with that. Then we move on to another out of the box pick, and it was the Aladdin Tiger handheld electronic game. Now these were massive in the 90s. I know that there's a couple of the retro channels, specifically in the US, where they actively collect these. So I was a bit like, well, that could be worth money. Once again, couldn't look it up because the shop that it was in, I actually picked this one up in Demelza. And yeah, couldn't look it up, so it was one I literally had to go on instinct with. It was priced up high, and that's what made me really nervous. It was priced up at £10, but the way that I looked at it was, if I'm not going to make a profit on it, then I would just add it to my personal gaming collection and just, yeah, move it about like that. But when I got home, did look it up, and they're selling for about £20 to £25. So not masses, but it's still going to be a profit. I'm going to price it up at about £20. So with that would make us about £4 and 24p. So not masses, but still, I will admit, when I saw it, it is in absolutely impeccable condition. It looks like it's just come out of the packet. There's no scrapes, no scuffs, no nothing, and it's really good nick. So yeah, it was a good pickup. Then we are going to move right across, and I picked up a baseball cap. Now this one actually come from the British Red Cross store in the town, and it's the first time I've ever been able to pick something up in there, because every time I've been in there before, I find that their prices are towards the upper end, so there's no real meat on the bone for me to pick anything up in there. But I saw this, and I think I've looked at the baseball caps in there before, and always found that they were priced high, like £5-6. But when I looked today, I saw this one in there, and they had it priced up at £1.50. And I thought, you know what, for that, I'm going to give it a go. When I got home, looked it up, and it is selling for £10. So that would net us a £3 and 25p profit, which was really good. Not masses, but still, it's a bit more profit. Then the final store that we went into today was the British Heart Foundation. Another shop that I don't pick up from too often, but today I will admit I'm quite happy with how well we've done in there. So the first pickup that we're going to look at is the Friends DVD box set. I've been picking these up left, right and centre, and this was one of the ones. So there are 3 different versions of the Friends Complete DVD box set. You've got the white one that I've sold a couple of. You've got this one where the doors open frontwise and then all of the DVDs are displayed. And then you've also got another black one where the top opens up like you would sort of flip it up like that. And there's one of them that doesn't sell too well, and I had a feeling it was this one, but fortunately I was able to get onto eBay while I was in the shop and got to scan this one, and this one actually is one of the ones that sells really well. I've seen sold listings online for about £25, and it's actually the black one with the flip up lid is the one that's worth the most. That sells for about £30. I've actually got one of those boxes personally downstairs, but I am going to keep hold of it for myself. So yeah, if we're able to sell this, as you can see, we paid £10 for this, so we did pay up a bit for it, more than I would normally pay for a friend's box set. But because we're getting that bit extra than we would normally I sell the friend's box sets at £20. Because we've got that extra room with that extra £5, I thought it was fine to just get it at the £10. But if we do sell it for that, we would end up with a £6.64 profit. I think this one's probably going to be a bit more to ship because it feels a bit more weighty than the other ones. But I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Then the final big pickup for today was a bunch of Beanie Babies. Now, when I was in the British Heart Foundation, I got to there was a basket at the back of the shop with a load of soft toys in, and I was looking through it and I started to see a couple of the Beanie Babies. I think I pulled one out and it was one of the Harrods ones, and I thought, well, actually I'll look that one up. That could be in Harrods, it could have some value, and it just snowballed from there, and I ended up, what have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think I put 3 back as well that weren't worth. There wasn't enough profit in them, and yeah. So I will admit I did spend a good 15, 20 minutes going through each of them individually to find out what they're worth. And the big reason that I did that is because I have not done anything with Beanie Babies before. Don't know about what ones to look out for. But what actually happened was the first one that that was it. The first one that I saw was actually this one. And what drew me to it, so if I zoom in on it, nope, in, you'll see the flag. It looks very similar to the American flag. And I knew that there was a Beanie Baby that had American flags all over it that was worth an absolute fortune. So first off, I saw that, and that's what piqued my interest into looking into them. And then as I was going through, I then found the Harrods Bears, the England Lion. There was actually an England Bear as well, but that wasn't worth as much on its own. If they'd had the Ireland and the Wales one, then I could have bought all 4 together. Scotland as well, England, Ireland and Wales, and then they sell for about £20. So they potentially would have been worth a pickup, but they didn't. They only had the England and the Scotland one. But I did pick up the Scotland one. And yes, so let's go through them quickly, and we'll go through the values that I've found. So the first one that we've got is just up the top there. That is called Pride Lion. We paid $1.99 for that. Looking online, it sells for about £12, so that would net us a £4.50 profit. At the moment, the profit margins might be lower than what they turn out to be, because I am pricing these up by sending them in a box, but I probably won't need to. I'll probably be able to put them into a mailer, so we'll probably get the profit up a bit when it actually comes to sell. Next one that we've got is just down the bottom here, and it's the first Harrods one. It's called Shooting Star, and it's white. That one we picked up for $2.99. Looking online, it sells for £11, and that would be a £2.63 profit. We've then got the other side here, which is also called Shooting Star, but that is a grey coloured one. Once again, we paid $2.99, sells for £11, and would be a £2.63 profit. Then the last Harrods one we've got is the black one in the middle, and that is called Starlight. We paid £2.99 for that one. This one actually sells for £12, which would net us a £3.50 profit. The next one that we've got is just up the back here, and that is the Happy Hanukkah. We paid £2.99 for that, but I think when I was in the shop, I was seeing different pricing than when I got home. So that one only sells for about £9, which would be an 89p profit. I thought that was worth a bit more than that when I was in the shop, but yeah, not too sure on that one. The next one, and it will be one of the first country ones that we've got, and it would be the pink one. I think it's the pink one just here, and it's Maju, Maju, and we paid £2.99 for that one. That is actually going to be the best one that we've picked up, and that one sells for about £20. So that would be a £10 and 48p profit. And then the next one, which is the one that originally drew me to them, and it's Negaraku, Negaraku, Negaraku. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'll put the spelling of it up on the screen now. But once again, we paid £2.99 for that one. That one actually sells for £15, which would be a £6 and 12p profit. And then the final one that we picked up was the Scotland one up the back. And once again, do not know what happened with this one. So we paid £2.99 for it. It is selling for £7 online, which is not great because that's actually going to net us an 86p loss. But because we've spent £3 on it, I probably will list it at that. Maybe try and get it up to about £8, and then just aim to break even on it. But yeah, it's my first foray into Beanie Babies. I think we've had one Beanie Baby before, but it was one of the large bears. If I remember rightly, I think that was a Beanie Baby. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually looked and picked up the smaller ones, and I'm not too displeased with it actually. I think we've got some good pickups there that we'll be able to sell for some good profit. But that is everything that we've managed to pick up today. So let's quickly run through the totals. And the total spend today was £52 and 22p. Total expected sale price is £262, and that would net us a total profit of £105 and 96p. So yeah, really happy with that. Really actually over the moon the fact that we were able to go back out to Canterbury and able to pick up a load of stuff. I think after last week I have been umming and ahhing the whole week because I knew I was going back up to Canterbury this week, and I've been umming and ahhing the whole week as to whether to do a charity shop run while I was up there. But I will be honest, I had mucked up my scheduling a bit. So actually turns out that I didn't have a video ready for this Saturday. I thought I was doing a Facebook Market pickup, but I only had one thing on the list, and I actually included that in a video a few weeks ago. So yeah, I only found out a couple of days ago that I had no video for Saturday. So I was quite lucky that I got out to Canterbury and was able to pick up some bits. But yes, with that said, I am going to wrap the video up there. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. I am so close to my next subscriber milestone, which is 500 subscribers. I am going to be doing a subscriber giveaway for that milestone. And yeah, I think at the time of recording, we're at 477 subscribers, so we are 23 away from hitting our goal. And yeah, so if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.